Hello everyone and welcome to the Minimalist Campers. So today we're making some warm nacho dip for lunch. It's a wonderful recipe for a cold fall day because it is warm and it's nachos and it's super easy and easy to share. So here we have refried beans. We're going to start by layering this warm dip. So the refried beans, we have some homemade salsa and some homemade taco seasoning. I have here some roasted veggies. So I have onions, carrots, beets. Because it's fall, I tried to get some root vegetables because they're ready in the garden and they're so yummy. And I have some kale in there. And I have some cheese to top it all off. And here I use the Daya cheese because I try not to have any dairy in my diet. So I really love the Daya. It melts super good on the recipe. And some nachos. So we start off with the refried beans. And in order for the refried bean to be soft and not break the nacho, we're gonna soften it a little bit and to add flavor with a little bit of salsa. Oh, that fell a little bit fast. And some taco seasoning. And the taco seasoning is basically a lot of chili pepper, garlic, onion pepper, cayenne if you want it a little bit spicier. I think I put some cumin in there. So you can see that my refried beans are soft. And it also helps it not burn because this is going to simmer on the fire. And if it's too thick, I find that it has a tendency to burn. So this is the first layer of the dip. The second layer are the veggies. Now this time I chose the root vegetables because it's the fall and that's what's fresh in my fridge. But oftentimes I'll use onions and peppers, fresh peppers, or even dandelion greens from the forest, or some stinging nettle, or whatever I may find. I also like Swiss chard. So adding the second layer. So as I was cooking the vegetables, I had a little bit of coconut oil and I did salt my vegetables with a little bit of plantain salt that I sell. This is not the right container, but I made a nice plantain salt to season the vegetables. So one of the things that you can use it for if you bought it at the market. So this is the second layer. I'm going to add some salsa on top. Now you can make all kinds of this recipe in all kinds of ways. I've layered it in all kinds of ways. It really depends on what I have. What's important is that it's not too hard and that you top it off with cheese. Now any kind of cheese works. I top it off with the Daya. And that's really your cue that this dish is ready is when the cheese is melted all over the place, so equally melted. Okay. And I have a little bit of dehydrated thyme from the garden. I think, topping it off with a nice dried herb looks good. Now I have my container here, my lid. I've often used foil. Just cover it with foil. And then we're going to just simmer it on the fire until it gets nice and warm and the cheese is melted and it's ready. So I think we're ready to go. So here we have it, a warm nacho dip. We have to taste it just to see how amazing it is. Absolutely delicious. Thank you for watching. And I want to tell you about our next video, which will be a homemade hot chocolate using nut milk, cacao, hemp hearts, a really healthy hot chocolate for those cold winter days. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, on a brûlé les bords.